future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever, where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dream. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play, so get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, one and all, the ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. There's almost nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all, your future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get on, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, one and all, the ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. Oh yeah. I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You've got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all, your future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever, where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dream. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all, the ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. There's almost nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get on, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, running on. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on.
G'day TCG community, hello and welcome to AMA 17. Can you believe it? We have made it. We have another amazing partnership announcement. Let's get ready. I hope everyone in chat is super excited for this AMA. So before we get into the video, I'd just like to say that this partnership has been in the making for quite a few weeks now. Very, very excited to announce it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to give a little bit of a video intro for a little bit of a surprise. So let's announce this partnership right now. Let's get some hype in chat. Let's go!
Oh yeah, I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You've got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on. Your future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever. Where every face is one of your friends. We're all together.
TCG community has officially partnered with, can you believe it, Project Nightfall organization. I cannot believe it. And we have got Sonia and Aegon with us. Oh my God. Welcome. Hello.
Hello! This is so
Yay!
exciting.
It is. So for those that do not know who Project Nightfall is, the nerves are kicking in already, I tell you. Aegon, tell us a little bit about Project Nightfall.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the metaverse. I'm so excited to be here and announce this big news because it is a huge move for Project Nightfall. What is Project Nightfall? It is a real project with a real tattoo on an arm, which means that I put my whole life in it. Me and the team of a lot of people want to make the world better. So Project Nightfall in the past year and a half managed to reach 6 billion views. We grew to almost 14 million followers, and together we are trying to make the world better. So right now, our next step together with TCG World is to build the world's biggest metaverse and social media organization. And I'm very excited about it. And I also have beautiful Sonia with me here, the second half of Project Nightfall. You want to add some excitement to the people?
Yay, I'm so glad to be here. We're going to introduce like a whole new element to the metaverse. So I'm super excited, and yeah, that's about it.
So Sonia, how long have you two been working together?
Wow, a year plus we've been working together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it feels like a whole lifetime because we get along so well that there's no year. It's like a whole life.
Our missions are so joined together that yeah, it does seem like I've been a part of this forever.
That's incredible. So, so just tell our community, because there's probably a few in our community that may not know who Project Nightfall actually is. How big is your social presence, you know, across all social media?
It's honestly, it's insane. Last year was like a really crazy year for Project Nightfall because we grew a team around our content and we were creating daily videos for the past 600 days. So imagine talking to this every single day for 600 days. But now it paid off. We literally reached hundreds of millions of people from all around the world. So even if someone there doesn't know us, maybe they've seen my face somewhere because everyone says that I pop everywhere.
Oh, heard his voice. Heard his voice.
Or my voice.
Most people know his voice.
Or my voice.
Literally
Yes.
more than the face even.
So we are very big on Facebook. Facebook is our main platform with over 11 million followers, but now we're also taking off on YouTube and Instagram, and we really hope to be able to join the community of the metaverse. And we have so many big projects on our plate with crypto and NFT and TCG World. When you guys reached out to us, it was just so perfect. It is perfectly aligned with what we do. We use our social media presence, all these videos that we make, not for the sake of making videos and getting views, but more to use that presence to change the world for the better. And the last year, we've been really gathering a lot of causes from all around the world and helping a lot of people kind of behind the scenes, because we don't want to show it off with every video. And right now we want to join Metaverse, which has a really high potential. And because there's a lot of people from our Project Nightfall community, our Night Fam watching, I hope we can explain a little bit more why we're so excited about the Metaverse.
And I noticed that you did a video not too long ago about the metaverse. How did your community react to that?
Good. It was a good reaction. You know, anytime something new comes out, there will be people who have preservations about it. People who will think that it will have bad results, it won't be a good thing. So we tried our best to make a video that explains very well the positive potential, because with everything in the world, there's always a negative potential, but we like to focus on the positives that it will bring. And the positives are massive, and our organization will benefit from it greatly.
100%.
I know. I was just telling Jake just now that I used to be one of those people. I saw this whole thing and I was like, what is this metaverse? Like, are people just going to be not living their lives in real life now? But it's so good to be corrected. So anyone who's watching Night Farm, if you were as clueless as me, we have a lot of good stuff happening here.
100%.
This is part of our mission to educate people with that. It's very important because it will give so many opportunities to our followers. Wherever you are in the world, one day the metaverse, together with Project Nightfall organization, will really benefit your lives. And I can promise you that.
Yeah, and it's the way the world's moving, isn't it? It's moving towards the metaverse future. You know, Facebook has seen that with Meta. There's a lot of talk about it in the mainstream media and everything. So obviously it's just a natural progression. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic to get your community on board with TCG World, which is pretty much, for those that don't know, at Project Nightfall, we're building the largest 4K open world metaverse. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. And compared to some of the others, I don't like to be biased, but our graphics and gameplay look pretty
be biased,
sweet.
James.
So...
Be biased.
Be honest, you can't be.
I think I want to add to it because I really want to stress out, like, a lot of people right now who are watching and who will watch this live afterwards, because it will be on the internet, it will gain a lot of traction. I really want to explain to you that this is a new thing that a lot of people don't have a knowledge about, this whole like metaverse. What is happening? You think of these like glasses that you put on and you don't live your life.
Yeah, you're so
but
right.
Metaverse, the potential of it, and perhaps the main reason why I am so passionate about it, is that I genuinely believe Metaverse has the potential to equalize global economy. So if you're from countries that have very low wages. If you earn $100, $200 a month, when metaverse takes off a few years from now, it will equalize global economy, so the income inequality will be much less. And that's why we are so early on in building this organization, because I really think we will change so many lives with it.
100%. And one of the beauties about TCG World is it's free to play and it's play to earn. So you'll be able to earn TCG Coin, which is the currency in game. So you know, if you are from a low social sort of economy country, it's a really good opportunity just to earn some free money, really, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it's really
all having
exciting.
fun, mind you.
Yeah, 100%. So your project is basically an organization. What sort of work in the humanitarian sort of field, you know, have you done in the past?
Man, it's crazy to even think about it. Like, there's
I
some
know.
things that I am so grateful about. Like, Sonia, you want to say about like India, for example, what we just did?
Oh, it was amazing, especially the timing of it all. Like, it was Aegon's birthday. And I remember him saying that the biggest blessing, mind you, I planned so many things for him, but the biggest blessing, and that's why he is himself, was that he could give back on his birthday. India was going through a tough time because of COVID, and they desperately needed oxygen concentrators. And at that moment, we realized just the power we have to spread that knowledge through our videos, to educate people, to donate, and also on our own end, use the revenue that we generate through our videos to buy oxygen concentrators. And I mean, up till today, people are breathing on it because of us. And that's
Wow, that's incredible,
like,
isn't it?
it's an honor, you know. It's not like, oh, we did this. It's just more like, wow, we can do this. That power is just
And
amazing.
it's being able to change lives and improve lives all around the world. It's just incredible, isn't it?
It
Oh,
is.
it's the best. Everything in life just becomes stagnant. Like followers, money, fame, anything becomes stagnant, but not your community of people you help, not the people you surround yourself with, your relationships. These are things that last forever. And that really made me more passionate about our project, because I realized that we have a golden opportunity to be genuinely happy with what we do, like genuinely appreciate our work and not feel like we stagnate and just focus on the artificial outcomes.
It's sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's many causes like this. We helped people in Lebanon when the explosion happened. We donated tens of thousands of dollars to the food bank. We helped spread awareness about Muslim Uyghur camps in China. Our videos are very sensitive and they often expose even governments. Sometimes there's some places we cannot go to, but we do it because we fight for the truth. And I think it's a great opportunity for Sonia to also say, what is your plan within the metaverse to do? Because I love your idea, what you want to do specifically there.
I mean, so for anyone who doesn't know me, of course, I am Project Nightfall's right hand and heart of operation.
Like half, not hand.
His other half. And beyond just this, I feel like the Project Nightfall organization looks at larger scale, you know, helping social causes and charity work, whether it's through events and whatnot. And for me, my personal page has always been dedicated to getting people out of their toxic environments. So on the metaverse, I see this working pretty well on a more intimate and personal level, where people can come in onto a drop-in center. And I think a lot of like less privileged countries don't have access to things like therapy or even support groups where they know that, hey, you know, I'm not the only one feeling this stuff. So the metaverse is not just this financial thing for like really rich people. It's something that a lot of good can be done through as well. And my little piece is just to partner with therapists and create a drop-in center and also a support group for people to come in and just unwind and just work on yourself and just be the best version of yourself. Really don't let life happen to you.
Yeah. Now, the location you're going to be in is actually in the north of our map. So for those watching, yes, Nightfall will be in the north, and
Snow! Here we come to the snow. We'll be skiing
My
around.
life.
we will be skiing in the north, and 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 up in the north as well is we've already got women in crypto, and we've got crypto mum as well that are really focused on the women in crypto sort of side. So Sonia, it's going to be great having you up there in amongst all the other women.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who feels overwhelmed right now, let me tell you, I'm super new to this myself. And once you actually make the time and effort to get into it, it's not as daunting as it seems at all. They make it look all complex, but you totally got this. We have a lot of space for women to join in this community and equalize the gender here as well. So I'm excited for that.
Yes,
100%.
and also you can expect us creating content that will
For sure,
explain to people what this world is. Because imagine if in 2008 people were actually making content about crypto and explaining it. There will be so many more people right now who could live independently. But because internet was not as evolved back then, there was no, Facebook, YouTube as much, people weren't making knowledge about it. They were making content. So very selected amount of people who were already into investing joined. But right now we have this amazing opportunity to educate our audience and be the part of the train that is about to take off. And it's
a pioneer team. Like anyone who starts this now, you are part of this pioneer group because this whole thing is very new. So join and learn now.
And one of the beauties I love about crypto is if you look at a lot of the third world countries, they don't have access to a bank. And it's unbelievable. You know, a lot of people like can't even comprehend what they don't have a bank, but a lot of them do have a phone. So, you know, cryptocurrency is on your phone. You can just access it. It's simple. So it's bridging that gap. So, you know, a lot of these countries can get access to funds that they may need. So it's actually really exciting.
By the way, we have to acknowledge something really awesome because I look at the chat here and it's so diverse. I just love that every time we do something with Project Nightfall, we get people from every corner of the world. Someone from the US will write, someone from India will write, someone from the Philippines, someone from like countries that I never heard of. Like I learned geography through Project Nightfall because someone is like, I'm from here. I had no idea what like Zambia, for example. I'd never heard of it before Project Nightfall. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Learn so much more through our job than just the nationalities people have, though. We learn everything through this.
So with your plot up in the north, what sort of ideas do you have for that, Aegon?
The ideas are very strong. Like I'm so excited because to those who don't know, but you can see the logo above, Project Nightfall organization is a moon. Okay, this is our logo right here. I'm trying to show. So Project Nightfall is a moon, and so when we move into the north, we will be building very circular buildings. I also have this idea in my head where we will have this huge stage and we will be creating fundraisers in the metaverse for people in need. So you'll be able to tune in, come see this beautiful round stage, huge, and our team will be standing there in the middle with the person who needs help next to us. We'll interview that person. We will help them and then raise funds to change their life. And it's awesome. There's so many of these things that I think less of how it's gonna look and more of the purpose it's going to serve to the people.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, it's going to literally change millions of lives. You know, the metaverse, some people might look at it, the metaverse with a little bit of a stigma attached to it, you know, but there's nothing to worry about. Once you understand it, and you do it, you know, create a lot of the stuff we're building within the metaverse and use it for good, it can really help and change lives all around the world. So I just had a question from someone actually in chat. Where did Project Nightfall, the name, actually come from?
Oh, it's a lovely one. Tell them.
Yeah.
It's a good question, because right now I'm in the room that I came up with this idea. I was looking through this very window, which I'm not here very often, so it's a very situational question. I was really unhappy in my life. It was a little bit over 10 years ago, and I was living life that I really didn't want to live, the type of life. I felt very stuck. And so there was this one night when I literally decided to change my name. I decided change my name, leave my country, and really go for it and chase my dreams. And I like to say that I made that decision over one nightfall. It took me many years to get to the point where I am right now. I've worked for 7 years with no one ever caring about what I was doing, and I was working for 12 hours a day. But it was that one decision over one nightfall that changed everything for me. It was that one decision over one nightfall that I am so fortunate I can find people like Sonia, who's like meant to change the world, and I can team up and work together. So that was the concept. And now we like to say that we change lives over one nightfall of our community.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
I think it's just all about perspective change, right? Like something clicks in you. It might take years to get where you want to get, but sometimes all you need is that switch that allows you to take control over your life and not just let it happen to you. So I think that's why one nightfall.
Yep.
Yes.
Now, I was having a look at your website. You've got this weekly 1000. What's all that about?
Oh yeah, what is it about?
Weekly 1000s are where every week we donate $1,000 to an individual or a community that's a little bit smaller with something that they need. And we basically have someone dedicated looking at all the applications and having Zoom calls and understanding where they're at. And we've done some really cool stuff, like getting a prosthetic leg for someone. That was insane. Getting like feeding an entire village for one full year. Because in some countries, $1,000 can be that much. And just understanding what 1,000 can do makes you also understand what so much more that we're going to do now is going to be able to help. So that's weekly 1,000 basically.
Wow.
I want to say one thing, because I know it's a very global audience watching right now, and there's a lot of people from different countries. And before I realized these things, I had no idea how much little money for some people can do so much in some areas of the world. Like perhaps the most like heartwarming story, like the most emotional story we have discovered as an organization, was this story of a grandma in the Philippines who has been stuck on bed for 7 years because her family cannot afford a wheelchair. And the wheelchair costed $400. We sent the money, they bought the wheelchair, and 6 months later, I get a picture from her grandson. It's them standing in front of the house, and she's like smiling a little bit. And he wrote to me, I literally teared up when I read this message. He wrote to me that grandma unfortunately passed away, but because of this wheelchair, before she passed away, she was able to see the world, and she was very thankful in these last moments that she could really see it. $400 makes such a big difference when you allocate the money in the right place. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the power of crypto as well means that we can really move the funds pretty much anywhere in the world, really fast as well. The banking system has its limitations, but crypto doesn't, and that's the beauty of it. So, getting the funds to people in need as fast as possible is extremely important. So,
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I want to send just one message to the people who are watching right now, because right now in the Philippines, a big part of our team is from the Philippines. There's like a really big typhoon. So we want to really send our good wishes and good energy to the people, like 2 of our team members have no internet, so it's like a serious situation there. So our thoughts are being sent to you guys. I hope everything will be okay.
Yes. I know quite a few in our community are from the Philippines. We've actually got a really big Philippine community, very strong. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that are, you know, struggling. And if you are, reach out to us. You know, we're all family. So, and now we have the project, you know, Nightfall fam as well. So it's just one big happy family. So we
Nightfall!
We gotta get around and support each other. So
this is perfect. Like, guys, I want to tell you one thing, because it's so important to me to stress it out, because Jace didn't mention it, but the reason why I believe in TCG World so much is because these guys don't talk to us like about like, you know, graphics and like the meta world and the NFT,
money.
how much it's gonna sell for the money. They literally from the step one, day one, they talk to us about what can we do for the world, how can we impact it in a positive way. And that's why I really think the community of NFT and stuff, it's slowly shifting too much towards the money. It used to be more about the art and, you know, like the algorithm and stuff, but nowadays like everyone's trying to get money out of it. And that's why I'm so happy that we can team up with someone who's more concerned with how can we use this tool to really empower communities and help people from all around the world, rather than, you know, join and like make money and have better car and stuff. Like, I hate this stuff.
yeah,
It's not what life is about.
and just touching on that as well, we're going to be doing you know, a lot of educational programs, learn to earn programs and things like that. We're also going to be doing a lot of courses and things that are going to be free for those that are really struggling financially. So we've got so much going on that's literally just going to change the world. One Nightfall at a time.
Yes. We love to say that.
I love it.
Yeah. So
let's see what people are typing in the chat. There's like someone said traditional banks are dead. Hell yeah.
They are.
Yes, they are dead.
Jeff is asking, how are you? Sonia, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited.
Nice. You nailed it, Terms. Oh, nice. Lisa said that I nailed it when it comes to the TCG community. Nice. You see, I'm new, but I already get it.
Yeah. We're aligned. That's why.
We are aligned. That is true. Yes.
Now, I do have a little surprise while you are watching the chat and going through some of the comments. I'm just going to bring up a little surprise we've got. We are obviously, you know, pushing it with Christmas, so we are going to try and get them out. If we can't, we can't. But I am going to show you. We've got some really cool Christmas cards. Project
Amazing.
Nightfall. Yeah, they look amazing. So we've got the Diamond Hands, To the Moon, the Project Nightfall, and Bad Past doesn't mean bad future. So hopefully we can get them out before Christmas. If we can't, we do apologize. But yeah, I think that'll be really cool. And they're going to be NFTs as well. So NFT Christmas cards, which I don't think I've seen too many of actually. So quite surprising.
I hope they arrive for Christmas.
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Yes, our designer.
Step it up.
Done an amazing job. It's really, really beautiful.
Now, just on the partnership and what it involves, you said earlier that you'll be going into the metaverse. Tell the community, the TCG community, a little bit more about how you're going to be, you know, I guess talking about TCG World and possibly even, you know, doing some events and interacting in the metaverse. And how often do you see yourself, you know, maybe popping in?
Oh, very often, for sure. This is our very big strategic plan. I will start like really like being an active member of the community, because it's a very, we're not here to like just come in, create buzz and go away. what is our plan? And this is what we stand for. Our plan, and I really mean it when I say it, is to build world's biggest social media and metaverse organization. And when you have a reach of hundreds of millions of views every month, when you reach billions of views with social media, this is a potential success when it comes to building the biggest in the world, because we have the biggest social media presence out of all the organizations. So now what we want to do with the metaverse is we want to create a space where people know they can go in and trust that their investments, their donations will go to the community, and it will not go to my or Sonia's pockets. We have other sources of revenue. We have videos that are our sources of revenue, which we still donate money from these videos. Metaverse, our organization, is genuinely a non-profit organization where whatever these Christmas cards, whatever donations in the future we will organize, you guys will have millions of players. I can see it. I can see the passion behind the team. I can see that you are on the way to that. Whatever people will come in, they will feel that they're part of the movement that really is impacting the world, and we'll keep them updated. We'll make videos of the causes we helped. The money will never be mismanaged. And that is why every piece of our land, including Sonia's land, will be optimized in a way that when you come in, it is by the people, for the people who really need you. And you know the money will go to those who really are in need, because we as Project Nightfall, we have the type of community, not the full community, but a big chunk of our audience is from places where they are economically at a disadvantage. They don't have opportunities that people will have in UK or US, for example. So that's why I believe, like, when you do better, wherever you are from, whichever country you're from, when you do better, it's just so awesome to equalize this income inequality a little bit and try to push the global economy forward for the people who are earning like $100 per month.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing I just want to touch on as well is 100% of your donation. And the beauty of cryptocurrency is you can walk straight into Project Nightfall's headquarters, and you know, we might put up on display some of the current causes, humanitarian things that are going on, or even maybe the weekly 1000 we'll put on there as well, and you'll be able to donate with cryptocurrency straight away. And you know that 100% of that is going directly to that cause.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No middleman.
Sonia, can you explain to us a little bit better about by how you plan on utilizing metaverse in order to create safe space for people?
Well, as I said, I think that a lot of our audience doesn't have access to therapy. And without therapy, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's just something that I think anyone can benefit from, not even someone who's underprivileged, like anybody can. And especially people who, you know, can't go, who feel stuck in their homes. There are a lot of communities where people literally can't really go out even. Can download this, can go into the safe space, can partner with a therapist who are qualified, work on themselves, and just feel like they're in control. So that is the drop-in center part. But the safe space part is more about, I would say, I want people who are currently stuck, as well as people who were stuck, to sort of meet, right, in this exclusive room, if you will call it, and feel like they're not alone, and that they can use the examples of those who've gotten out as a means to really just be sure that they don't have to be stuck in anything that they currently are in. So that's how I see it sort of coming together. And
beautiful.
A bit of like a zen
isn't it?
For everybody.
Yeah, I can already see, basically, because Sonia has like a small plot right next to the headquarters. Yeah. People, when it's too loud, because the headquarters will be loud as hell, will be like screaming.
You can come and like,
and then you go to the other. Yes, you go and there's like a zen and people are sharing emotions.
And then you can just go right again. And especially for the women, because a lot of women, I feel, especially who are stuck in their environments, whether it's in a relationship or whatever, it's because they're financially dependent on someone. So they're like, what do I do? You know, I have no choice. I have kids. I don't have a job and stuff. But this is a perfect way to hop on over and learn from the women in crypto space community who are just so, like, I joined the group and I already feel like it's a non-judgmental space for anyone who literally just began, who's thinking of beginning, and they're just answering all the questions you can think of. And I don't know, I just feel like this whole space is so much more than the general idea people have about it, and the good that's being done here is so much.
True.
It is.
Yes.
100%.
Very true.
All right. So just to summarize, I've seen a few people in chat just wondering what is TCG. So we are building a open world 800 kilometers squared. It will be the biggest metaverse in the world right now. And if anyone tries to beat us, we'll just go bigger.
Yes, nobody can.
but one of the beautiful things about getting Project Nightfall into the metaverse so soon is we can mold and shape the metaverse to their needs as well. So not only are we building the metaverse for TCG World, but we're also building the metaverse for Project Nightfall and Sonia as well, exactly tailoring it to, you know, target their audience and community as well. So I think that's really powerful. Yeah.
I think a really easy explanation to people who have like zero clue, metaverse is like a game. Yeah. Think of a game that you can play. You literally can play it, you can log into, and it's an open world game where objects and your work has a real life value. So you see, when you play games, you get levels, you get crystals, you get minerals, whatever type of MMORPG you play, you often gather different things. Yeah. The difference with metaverse is the fact that this is real world, closer to the real world, where your actions, your investments, your decisions can make you real life income and real life money. So we as an organization, we will be getting from people crystals that are real money in a sense, and we will be able to donate that money to the causes from all around the world. And that's why metaverse is so awesome, because you see, if 2 years ago, a little bit less than 2 years ago, when COVID like really took off, the amount of people who were so badly affected economically by COVID is just really sad. It was very bothering. I see people are recovering now, but it really impacted the global economy, and the governments took advantage of many people in many countries. They profiteered from COVID while people were struggling. If 2 years ago, metaverse was already ready, when COVID took off, people would be able to still be more independent and create the global economy within the metaverse. I was very fortunate that I already work on social media. So when COVID happened, my job was not affected, because nothing can affect it other than internet outage, right? Or I get canceled for something. I don't know. No cancels are requested.
We just got Katrina in chat. She's like, notice me, please.
We see you, Katrina.
We do see you, yes.
We do see you.
Oh, she's from the Philippines too, so stay safe.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to tell you guys, like, from the perspective of also not being, because you guys know, like, I am really passionate about everything I do. So to some of you, it may sound like, oh, he's like teaming up and he's just pumping it up, but he has no idea what he's talking about. I have been an investor for almost 2 years now. When COVID happened last year, I started investing, and 50% of my assets are in crypto. I was very fortunate to be early on. And as I was investing and growing and getting surprised by, like, how the hell is this possible? How didn't I know about it? I got kind of frustrated because I was really bad at school. And one of the reasons why I was bad at school is because I felt like a lot of things that I was being taught didn't apply to real life. I could learn for 9 years about mathematics, but all I do right now is count simple numbers. I'm not a scientist or mathematician. So because I always knew that's not what I want to be. So I was very surprised that school doesn't teach financial literacy, that we at school don't learn about how to invest, how to manage our money, while literally every subject is meant to put us for work to make money. And this paradox of educational system that is just irrational and doesn't really prepare people for real life, for real world. Exactly. That is why I'm like, I want to say, I'm not jumping to this to just pump it up. I really believe that people need that education to join and become more independent, which is something that not necessarily school teaches. Yeah. Because I saw some comments. Someone says that I snort coke. Why am I moving so much? It's called happiness and energy, my friend.
It is.
You don't need drugs to be excited.
All the time. Like, he's not
it's called confidence.
To be happy.
Yes, Jace knows. Jace knows he's taking the confidence course. I love it.
It's all about the confidence, you know?
Yes, and if you feel passionate about something, I'm not gonna be here freaking limiting myself. I really need to put it out there that this is something we have major plans with, and it's a big part of Project Nightfall. This is not a I'm here for a minute and then I disappear. It's a big deal. Now I'm gonna let other people talk, because I always talk too much. I have this microphone and I talk too much. Your turn.
Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just about out of words after that one.
Honestly, like, we're really lucky that we don't have secrets here. Like, if we had a secret to hold, it would be impossible, because Aegon not only speaks a lot, he cannot keep anything secret.
I'm holding some secrets. Come on.
You can speak, but there's no secrets, so it's okay.
Okay, so we do have a question about crypto for beginners. We actually have a course run by She's Blockchain Savvy. It's a free course that anyone can do. So can someone drop the link in one of the admins or mods? Can they just drop in that link from the She's Blockchain Savvy? Hopefully someone's got it there. But yeah, if you want to learn about crypto, we've got a free course provided by She's Blockchain Savvy, which is one of our partners. It's a really good introduction to crypto.
She is awesome. I saw pieces of the course. Very well, like, explained for people who want to begin.
I'm gonna start it soon.
There we go. Thank you so much, Kimmy, for that one.
Nice. The link is there. It's pinned to the top. Go and check it out.
Go and learn. Be ahead of your time. Yeah, you're already ahead.
And no doubt, I'm sure we're going to see some educational videos and things like that from both of you in the future as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what excites me as well, that you guys are very interested in the educational space.
Yes.
And Metaverse allows anyone from anywhere to learn. And it's just so good because, I mean, just as Sonia mentioned before, like, we had a situation where we literally used our weekly 1000 to sponsor meals at school for a year to 500 kids. 500 children will not have empty stomachs while learning because of our work.
Wow.
For a whole year. And so when you think about it, you know, like, a lot of us look at the reality through our eyes. Yeah. I see my room, I see my world outside. Yeah. I think that's the reality. But the world is so diverse that sometimes it's really worth to open your eyes to a little bit more. As I was growing with Project Nightfall, I really started saying less things about, like, I used to much more often say, like, everyone can do anything they want if they work hard. Yeah. It is still true in many places around the world, but still in many places, hard work will only get you $80 a month. And you don't have any opportunities, right? So I think looking at the world as a whole, rather than us looking at the world as us, really helps understand more the power of metaverse and just what are we doing.
Yeah. And, you know, bringing the education and, you know, your organization with the humanitarian side and, you know, really, really reaching out to those that are in need that otherwise wouldn't have been able to receive the help that they so dearly need. One of the things I absolutely loved, a video I watched, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, the orphanage in Uganda. You know, I think that's just absolutely amazing what you're doing there. You know, you're literally all over the world changing and improving lives. It's so inspiring.
Yes, without having to even
It
be there.
inspires us to.
Yeah, without even having to be there as well.
That's
So,
Mhm.
it's so limitless. That's what I meant by like whatever. Like Aegon and I had like a vision for our organization, physical organization, but the metaverse kind of takes it to a level that we couldn't even prior to this imagine, because it's just so limitless. You can go anywhere and help anyone.
yeah. And that's one thing I'm really looking forward to on the educational side, because you might not be as privileged, you know, growing up. You might not have been able to learn or you know, pick up things during school period, because you know they might not teach you on the level that you need to be taught. So doing free courses or being given the opportunity to do free courses is a powerful thing, you know.
There.
Yeah, because it can lead to...
Knowledge is more valuable than money.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is, and opportunities are endless when you have the right people around you, because that's something that I wish I had earlier. Like, I didn't have much guidance in my life, so I spent a lot of years wasting time in a sense. Of course, all these years that I was wasting time, I would work 12 hours a day and I would learn on my mistakes. But if someone would explain all these things to me like easier and gave it to me, I would be 5 years forward in life, because I didn't have to learn things on my mistakes, right? Sometimes you need to make these mistakes, but sometimes you make too many of these mistakes. People give up, people really struggle in that. So I want to kind of like, after everything that I've done like wrong in my life when it comes to decisions with business and decisions when it comes to teamwork and anything really, I really feel that need to pay forward and have people not repeat the things that I did badly, so they can get something out of it. And I mean, that's why we make all these videos with Project Nightfall. We make like the most diverse content on the internet. Like Sonia will work on a video about domestic violence, someone else will work about a video on toilets, and someone else will make video about like mental health. Yeah, it's like we make very diverse content, because at the end of the day, the world is endless and you can really educate people on so many different things, and I like it.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we're just about out of time, but it was so good to have both Aegon and Sonia on to introduce this amazing partnership with TCG World. You're going to learn a lot more over the coming days, weeks, months, years with Project Nightfall and with TCG World. So this partnership is going to flourish. I'm looking forward to it. I hope everyone watching is looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Aegon and Sonia, for joining us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it,
you.
and looking forward to working with you long into the future. Thank you, everyone.
I hope people visit us and check out the Christmas cards as well.
Yes, definitely. The link's in the chat, but thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
See you all in the metaverse.
Bye-bye, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on.